Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. So today I'm going to be working in the Hometown Journal Kit. I'm going to be making an envelope journal with it, and I thought I would use this journal as inspiration. I did this in the 100-day crafting challenge, and I came up with some ideas and thoughts and stuff for this one, and it would turn out pretty good. So I thought I would use this as my inspiration. It's not a copy of this, of course, but it's going to be a fun new version, I guess. This one, it just turned out really good, and I liked it, and I know some of you guys liked it, so I thought, well, why not, you know, just make a hometown journal similar, using some of the same ideas and concepts and such. Okay, so I do have a sort of prototype working here. This is the first page, and we're going to make this today. Okay, we've got the fold out. This is just a beautiful page, I think. And we've got our little, we're using these in they're in the freebies for the scavenger hunt. Yep. So, you know, there's that. And then this is a belly band using one of the tall window journal cards, tags, whatever you want to call it. And then I just stuck one of those in there. How pretty is that, right? It's just, I think it's pretty and very functional. Also, it's got a gusseted pocket. Now, for doing this, it's a little different than doing the other one, because in the forest journal, I call it the forest journal, you only have, or I only had 8x8 papers to work with, and they fit perfectly on here. Could not gusset them though, because they're only 8x8, and if I did that, if I did a 1/4 inch gusset, that would bring it a lot shorter than I wanted it to be. So, yeah, we have a full sheet to work with on this, so we can gusset that, all right? And I'm going to show you how I did it, okay? So this is the first one, and I've got the front covers on and the back covers on this one. And I'll show you how to do that. And I've matted, you know, this is sort of my, I'm glad to be back to doing things ahead and then showing you what we're going to do and then doing it on camera. Oh my word, am I so glad to be back to that. Okay, so I'm going to put this one to the side, and we're going to work with this one, okay? We've got, this is our page we're going to be making our gusseted pocket and fold over with. Now this is in the journal kit. I did a flip through of the journal kit. I'll put a link down below to the Hometown Journal playlist, I guess, and it'll be in that. So yeah, we're just gonna make this a gusseted pocket, but before we do that, let's do this other stuff, right? We've got to put this on. I just thought I'd show you how to do one. One is sufficient, right? Because if you're going to do this, this is one of the background pages for the Hometown Journal Kit. I used this in the forest journal to mat the other pages on. You can see each page has this, and I used it to make these big journal cards as well to go in the big pockets. So there's that, okay? This is just great and perfect for a background mat for an interactive scrapbook journal, right? I think it is. Okay. All right, let's hope our glue's working today. It's been a little persnickety with me lately. Oh, it's working. Good glue. Okay. So, yeah, just go through and mat these. Now, if you don't have the Home Down Journal Kit and it's not your cup of tea and you don't want to do that, but you want to do this journal, then just use whatever you have. Just use whatever you have. Whatever journal kit, whatever paper pack, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all good. Just do what you do. But I'm going to mat these on here like so, leaving a little bit of extra space on this side because the inside ones, these two here, will have that little bit cut off of them, right? You see, I cleaned it. I said I would. Oh, things get mucky when you're really, really busy. So, anyways, let's get this. Oh, it flipped back down on itself. Let's get this on there. And get busy. Yeah. It's so nice to have the time to go through and work out all the thises and that's. I mean, things are still going to go a little wonky because you're on camera and all that. But it's good to have everything. It's just less stressful for me to have everything worked out and then do the video. It's a me thing, I know. But yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to make an envelope journal. I'm going to make a tall journal because I made the tall pages and I'm going to use them, of course. I'm thinking about making another one too. Depends on. Okay, so we've got that on. Now let's get these ones. I'm just trying to get all the easy stuff. This is simple and easy. We're just matting this. I just put the paper up here, held it to where I wanted it, trimmed it off, and there you go, right? So we're going to put our front and back mats on, and then we're going to get onto that gusseted pocket, right? I think so. Okay. Yeah, you know these little envelope journals, it doesn't take too terribly long to make them, but they come out so beautiful. I'm working on another journal kit that is almost ready, but not quite. And I used it to make a gift for one of my sons, and it turned out so pretty. He took his family to the beach, and it just so happens my journal kit is, oh, don't put it upside down. That would be not right. Okay. My journal kit is I'm calling it the Lighthouse. You know, it's a beachy themed one. But it's got a lot of lighthouses because, you know, that kind of thing. So anyways, I thought, well, making that envelope journal was really good for working out the kinks of the journal kit, and showed me kind of what I wanted to do when I start making one for, you know, for on camera and that kind of thing, right? I think it's going to be really fun. And I've already started making some freebies for it, so you know it's going to be fun. And freebies are always nice, right? So, yeah. Okay, got that on there. Let's get this a good roll. Make sure we have good adhesion everywhere. Hometown Journal Kit. I've been wanting to work with this one for so long. I launched it, I guess. That's what you say. I launched it right before I had this great idea to do the 100-day crafting challenge. Whew. That's kind of a crazy idea, but That's okay. We've got it done now. It was a lot of fun. It was a blast. It was just not my cup of tea. But when I'm committed to doing something, I'm really kind of funny about it. I just keep plowing on with it till I get it done. I may whine and, you know, gripe about it, but yeah. And hopefully it was a lot of something that was valuable to other people. I didn't want it to be just a, you know, blah, blah, blah thing. I wanted it to be a value thing, you know. Okay. See, these come together so fast. Once you get everything cut out and ready to go, it doesn't take very long to do the whole thing, really. I sat and watched TV or YouTube videos or something like that and put all these mats on and got things ready for, you know, did the other journal. Come along, you. It's right up to the edge on this one, so, yep. Okay. But yeah, you can do that. Just, it's comforting, right? Making a journal is, it's good therapy. Maybe it's paper therapy. You know how they call shopping retail therapy? Maybe this is just paper therapy. Anyways, works for me. Okay, let me give this a roll. I do love the Hometown Journal Kit. I imagine I'll be using it a lot throughout the rest of my you know, because it's beautiful. Okay, I did make myself some notes, so we're going to use the full page. Now, if you're across the pond or somewhere where you've got the other size paper, just use your whole piece of paper, okay? And I'm going to score 1/4 inch on the top of the page, which means the length of the page, right? And 1/4 inch on the bottom. And 1/4 inch on this side, the right-hand side. Because we want our pocket, this is our side of our pocket, right? And then we will score or fold 4.5 inches over, okay? It's really simple and easy. I just wanted to remember what I did so I could do it again. Because, yeah. Because I can forget is why. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over this way. I didn't print on the back of that one. What am I doing? It's supposed to have the back side printed. I must have forgot my brain. It's supposed to have this printed on the back of it, which is not this, but it's the one that has the light flower behind it. So hold on a second. Let me go do that print, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I printed it. It's this page. So if you're making this along with me, and you've got the journal kit, and there's a few that have it, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's the one that's got sort of the brick pattern on top of the grid with the flowers and such and such and such. It's that one. Okay, so let's get back to what we were doing. Sometimes you think you've got everything worked out, and then you don't. And you go, what was I thinking? So I'm going to do 1/4 inch and hold the paper firmly so it doesn't wiggle around. 1/4 inch there. 1/4 inch here. That's my side gussets. Now I want to make sure I get the right end. This is, wait a minute, I need to do 9.5. Okay, let me do that. 9.5 for the length, okay? 9.5, because that gets you where you need to be on the width of it, okay? All right. I'm going to get up here so I can make my mark on a lighter area. 9.5, and we're going to trim it there, and then we'll do our other score. Okay. Now, if you're doing this, go ahead and cut it first. I just, you know, I get befuddled. Okay, right there's 9.5. Make sure it's straight. If it's straight all along here, then you're probably going to get a straight cut. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll go back to scoreboard. Because like I said, you can cut this first. I just didn't see that. Okay. And then I'm going to do 1/4 inch gusset on this side. 1/4 inch score on this side. Okay. Now, I'm going to score at 4.5. Is that where I'm scoring it at? 4.5? 4 1/4. Okay. It wouldn't have been a big difference, but okay. We're going to hope this works out. I'm going by my notes. If it doesn't work out, we'll fix it. 4 1/4. Make sure it's straight. We'll need that fold place now because we need to be able to know where our gusset needs to stop and start and all that stuff, right? Okay. Excuse me. So let's get this folded down. Make sure it's straight. Line it up with the edge of your paper. Because sometimes, you know, scoreboards can throw you off a little bit, and that's okay. We work with that. Scissors. Okay. So I'm going to take from the score line down like so, and on this side as well, and that tells us what part we're going to keep and what part we're going to get rid of. This part we're going to keep because that's going to be our gusset to make our pocket. This side we're going to cut off. Okay, we're just going to take and trim that right off. For me, it's kind of easier to do it this way. You do whatever's easier for you. So I'm going to do it this way because I can see it better on this side, I think. Line up your score line, and don't stick my head in the camera, right? Line up your score line right on there, and then just give it a trim out right like so. Okay? Okay, and on this side as well. You just want it to be right on your cut line, right? On your cut line. And you can, I know you can't see it real well, but with a score line, you can kind of, you can feel it, right? So that's what we've got. Okay. Get rid of my trash. Okay. So this is our fold over part. Works out pretty good that way, huh? See, it's pretty simple to do this. Pretty simple. Let's get our scores folded, and then we'll do our next cuts, because we have to take our corners out, remember that. This kit really lends itself well to doing an envelope journal. Well, it lends itself well to doing a lot of different journals, however you want to make it. It's all good. Excuse me. Okay. Now we're going to see here in this corner, we're going to see that this is where we have to take this out. We're going to take just the narrowest little bit like so. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, the other corner. We're going to take just that little edge like so, and then go right back out like that. Okay? That takes out the bulk on the corner. You just don't want to leave that in there. That's just not it's not handy dandy to leave in, okay? All right, now we've got this narrow tape that I'm going to use as soon as I find the end of it. Okay, elevator music. Okay, so we're just going to do this. Now I do have some 1/4 inch tape, but 1/4 inch on a 1/4 inch can get a little tight. I don't like my tape to get too tight with me. It just kind of laps over and maybe it's going to stick somewhere I don't want it to stick, you know, that kind of thing. So, and with this you've got a lot of flexibility that you can even turn a corner with this narrow tape like this. It's a 1/8 and it's really handy dandy. Okay, excuse me. Here we go. Get that squished down really good. And this as well. And this one. Okay. Now that's ready to go in, except for now that I've done my cuts and got everything ready, I want to do a little bit of inking before I actually, you know, put it in there, because it's really hard to ink after you put it into a journal. It's complicated. Okay, so just to take a second and do whatever. Now if you don't ink, then don't do it, you know, it's all up to you. I just like a little bit of a finished edge on it, and I'm going to do, you know, a bit of lace and things like that. So we'll just have to put up with that, won't we? And there. So this is ready now. If you're going to do the lace like I did here, you want to do that really before you put it into a journal. So if you don't want to see, you know, if you don't want to do the lace, then you're ready to put it in now. But I'm going to take a minute and go do the lace, and then I'll come back and then we'll put it in, okay? So hold on another second. Okay, we're back. Now I think we're ready to do this. I think. Okay, so I've got the lace on now. One thing I did want to, when I was doing this, I thought, oh, I should tell people that when you're putting, I have a craft lunch, when you're putting the lace on something that's going to fold over, you don't want to put it this way on the fold over. You want to put it facing in, you know, the little bumpy bits in, so that you don't get in your own way. If you turned that around the other way, it would get in the way of the fold over. So just saying. So now we're going to put our belly band on here, and then we'll put it in there, because you want to have everything on it. It's easier to work with off of the thing, right? Okay, so let's do this, and we'll have it ready to go. Yeah. This doesn't take a whole lot of time to do, and a lot of times I'll just sit and watch a YouTube video or something on TV or whatever, and not upside down, you silly, and just, you know, craft away. It's fun. It's easy. It's just is what it is, right? I want this kind of centered on the page. Oh, we've got one more thing to do too before we put it in there, because it's easier to work with out of there. Okay, all right, let's get this down. Yeah, it's nice to have the time to get everything done the way I want it, and then do the video. It just is. Okay, let me give that a roll. Okay, let's see. Then we'll have our little journal card that'll slide right in there, and it slides in really easy, you know, like so. But what we want to do next is put this on here. Okay, so we've got to stick that on there. And what I'm going to do for that, what was that? Okay, what I'm going to do for that is, where did I put it? Okay, it's floating around my desk somewhere because it was all clipped together. And I had it here, and now I don't have it here. And where did it go? Oh, I hate it when that happens. Okay, let's see. I'm not seeing it anywhere. I see my little brad that I'm going to use, and my backer for my brad that I'm going to use. And I don't see my, where in the world? Oh, I see it. It fell off down onto my lap. Okay. Okay. So this is what I'm going to use. I like these little tiny hole punchers. Work really good. And so I'm going to punch a hole there. I kind of have it marked, so I know what I'm sort of doing, if I can line it up. That's the next part. Okay, close-ish. Doesn't have to be perfect. You guys know these things, right? Then our brad goes through there, like so. And we have to decide, let me see what I did with this one. I did it sort of to the right here. Sort of to the right here. So I'm going to do it sort of to the right there again. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just, you know, done-ish. I don't want to have to poke this through the lace or anything like that. So, okay. That. Leave go. Okay. Now we're going to put this through here. Like so. Ish. Okay. And it can sit under there. Okay. Now we're going to have these little prongs open up and go like so. You get something to squash that down with. I always like to give them a good press down so that they're down, right? Okay, where's my doohickey? Now this is, you can get a piece of this and chop it out if you want. I figured that looks okay. It's fine, you know. Now on the one that I did over here, I put my Velcro on first, and then I was like, oh, you know, because, you know, anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chop this off. It'll cover, let's see, I don't need the whole thing. I just need it to cover the prongs, which is there, pencil. And so I'm going to do that and chop it there. Scissors. Scissors. Yeah. No. Now I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, yep. Like so. One side or the other should fit, right? Like that. Erase my pencil mark because I don't want that. Then I'll put my Velcro on this because why not, you know? Okay, so like I said, you can get a piece of this and go ahead and have it match up, but I was like, I'm not gonna. So I did it this way. Yep, that's what I did. So I'll put my Velcro on top of this. It'll be fine. Right? Like so. Yep. Okay. Now we've got that in there. This will move. Super cute. And where's my Velcro? I didn't cut these Velcros or anything. I just used them as is, the full size, and it's fine to do that because, yeah. Put the woolly over here. The fluffy and the roughy. Okay. And there's the roughy. Okay. The roughy you can't see. The fluffy you can see a little. But, you know. It's okay. Put all that stuff in the same place. or don't. It's whatever you want to do with it. It's not going to be that noticeable, or I don't think it is. So you can put that there, you open that up, and there you go. Okay, so we've got this in there. Got that in there. I used the one with the little kids playing, the journal card with the little kids playing at the gazebo, because that's in here on this page. So, I don't know. I'm matchy-matchy, I know. It is what it is. So I'm going to put that in there, and then I'll know it's in there. Probably fall out when I'm putting stuff in, but hey-ho. Now, let's get this on there. We're going to do one side at a time. We're going to do our bottom of our pocket, right? Yes. And this is right side up. Don't do it upside down. That would be awkwardly awkward. Especially, you know, on camera. Then I would be ripping it apart and fixing it and doing stuff. And that's what I do. When things go wrong, you just fix it, right? Or that's what I do. Okay, so we're going to stick this on here, like so, giving ourselves a border like that, push it a little, and get our border a little bit like that. But you want to have enough room on the other side to get the card in and out. And since you're creating a pocket, you of course want enough room for things to get in your pocket, right? Okay, that's my thinking anyways. Okay. All right. I like being able to make the gusseted pocket. I think it's cool. My glue's trying to jam up on me. Okay, let's get this under there. Yep, like so. I know it takes a minute, and this video is a little bit longish, but I think once we get everything done, you'll see that it's well worth the effort, because it's going to be a really awesome gusseted pocket, and it's going to be pretty. Or I think it's pretty. I hope you guys think it's pretty. And there's lots of room, lots and lots of room to put pictures and all kinds of things. In here. If you had a picnic at your hometown, if you went to visit neighbors or family or whatever, you can put pictures here and here and here and here. You can put pictures all over that, right? Because that's what it's for, really. You put, okay, you got your belly band, and you've got your little dangle that comes out. That's really cute. You've got all this space to do something with. If you wanted to write in there, you could put your a piece of this on top of that, sort of matted on there, and write. Me, I would put pictures. You can even put a stacked pocket here so that you don't lose the image. Put a stacked pocket there, and stick some pictures and memorabilia and things like that in there. You could do the same thing over here. But for now, that's where we are. We've got this one and this one. Twinsies, right? Okay, so that's our job for today. That's our job. That's our fun for the day, okay? We made a flip out, excuse me, belly band, gusseted pocket page. That's really cool, right? Okay, so that's our hometown journal kit. It is beautiful. It is in my Etsy shop. And yeah, go get it and have a play. Or if you don't want to, then just do this with something else. You can do this with any journal kit. When you already have a paper pack, like this one, that I did for the Forest Journal. This is similar-ish. And I did some belly bands back here somewhere. This is a belly band one. It's got a slider on it, so, you know, there's that. You can do this with any journal kit or paper pack. If you're going to do this with a paper pack, get more than one paper pack, because you're going to need more than one, because there's only 10 pages. It takes more than that to do a whole envelope journal or a whole journal. So you'll need 2 of the 8x8s and maybe 1.5 of the 12x12s. So just saying. That's kind of what I figured out. Okay, I'll quit rambling now. You guys take care. Please like and subscribe, pretty please. Thanks for watching. TTFN.